All right, everyone. Thank you for coming to today's podcast. My guest today is Mr. Steve Blakeman. He's a top 10 LinkedIn writer. Can you tell us how you even got to that point in the first place?
Well, actually, I've been writing for advertising publications for, years now. More years than I care to remember. So I finished my first article about 2.5 years ago. Actually, looking back on it now, it wasn't even a particularly good article. And I don't know, it did about 500, 550 views. And I thought, well, it's not too bad, maybe I'll give it another try.
Yeah.
I tried another article and that did slightly better. It did about 1,000, just over 1,000 views. So the more I wrote, the more views I got. And before I knew it, it had gone past 1,000. It was going up to 5,000, 6,000, and then 10,000, 20,000.
Yeah.
And I think within a year, I had my biggest thing, which was I did about 150,000 off one article.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Because I grew really exponentially, starting in 2015 and then shooting that fast. Did any of that surprise you, or was that more normal to you?
It really grew exponentially. I mean, it's not anything that I particularly envisaged, because I actually, when I first started as well, I was kind of writing about my industry. So I was writing about acting, marketing and media. But frankly, actually, I got a bit bored if I was just writing about the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I started to expand it into different other subject matters. And you know what? That really paid off. And interestingly now, a lot of the feedback that I get is the fact that people like the diversity of the things I write about.
Well, so funny about that. You could read in your book in How to Be a Top 10 Writer. From what I've been told when I first got on LinkedIn was focus on one industry and write just about that and be professional. And I feel like you have the complete opposite approach. Be diverse, be fun, be cheeky. And it's like, well, this worked for him. Why can't I do that too?
You just got to be yourself. And I think, again, you find your voice. When I was first writing, I was writing with a professional voice.
Okay.
Do you know what? A very limited number of people that you're going to reach. If I just write about advertising and media, well, that's really only going to appeal to the people who are into advertising and media.
Yeah.
Whereas if you write about something much more broadly based, I think that's the key for me. When I started to write about the things that actually influence my life, whether it's my work life or personal life or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Then I found my voice, because actually it was more about, people say when they read my stuff, it's almost like I'm speaking to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I write like I speak.
Yeah. Well, so if the way you talk is very cheeky, wouldn't that rub a lot of people the wrong way?
Well, can do, yeah. But you know what? It's great to have people who love your stuff. But equally, you know what? It's pretty good fun to have people who hate it too. Yeah, as long as you're creating some kind of reaction from people, I never expect people to always love and agree with what I've got to say. Of course, I prefer it if they do.
Yeah.
But I don't mind if they don't, because actually that can generate some fantastic comments and debates.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've written blogs where about a year ago I wrote one on IoT security, and for some reason I got a lot of flack for that. It's like, why is everybody mad? But then I realized that was actually generating views to my article. Like, oh, I guess bad publicity does become good publicity.
There are
Yeah.
more views. And look, I wrote an article, and it was meant to be very tongue in cheek, as my stuff often tends to be.
Okay.
And it was about the Kardashian robbery. You remember maybe last year, she was in a Paris hotel.
Yeah.
And she got her diamonds robbed, and she was robbed at knife point. So I mean, not a particularly nice experience for her, I'm sure. But I made a connection with the fact that she'd been oversharing on social media.
Oh, okay.
So the robbers knew the hotel she was staying in. They knew that her bodyguard was somewhere else at the time looking after one of her sisters. And I made the connection that actually she maybe kind of brought that upon herself by oversharing on social media.
Yeah.
And actually, if you've ever seen the Netflix series Mirror, it kind of explores
really good show. Yeah.
So I thought I'd write an article about it. I've never had so much hate mail in my life.
Why?
People were vitriolic.
Yeah.
Many of them saying, what the hell do you think you're doing writing about Kim Kardashian on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Well, Kim Kardashian's a big social star. It's news. I was talking about social media. I was kind of writing about it again, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but it had a very serious point to make.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't really mind the fact that I got all these negative comments because, to be frank, it really boosted the readership.
Yeah. That's really cool. Well, no, like something like I've learned LinkedIn. There's this very like I guess I could describe like a very like networking event vibe to it, where everyone really tries to sound professional. It's like, oh, okay, like we're all people still. I just don't know how to navigate this. If I should be like myself or if I need to be professional or a mix of both. And so
it's kind of a mix of both. I mean, the one thing I would say is, yes, of course, always maintain a level of decorum. You have to be professional because it's a professional platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never attack anybody. You never attacked me. I'll never use a personal attack upon them. I always keep it kind of discreet and low key, and agree to disagree. But I will engage with them. But if they're not prepared to be professional, then I think it reflects more on them than it does on me. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, and as long as you keep that authentic voice as well, and that's very, very important for me.
Okay.
I will never write anything that I really fundamentally don't believe in, because I think if you're prepared to put it out there, again, equally, you have to be prepared to stick up for it.
Yeah. So kind of like a tangent related, in the sense of being professional on LinkedIn, what are your thoughts on people using emojis? Do you think that it's just a new generation of communication, or it's still very kiddish and very unprofessional?
You know what? I've kind of changed my views on using emojis. If you'd have asked me this question 2 years ago, I would have said absolutely not. Don't use them on LinkedIn. Use them on Facebook or Snap or Instagram or whatever, but don't use them on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I've kind of changed my mind about that. I think it's becoming a common language now. People are prepared to accept it, I think, a lot more. Okay, again, some people don't like it. I use emojis in my work, not all the time. I'm not like an 11-year-old girl putting loads of love hearts all over the stuff that I write. But occasionally, if I think it's going to make a point, or I'm being cheeky and want to use the pink emoji, I don't see there's any problem with that at all.
Yeah. So one question I have for you is, you write a lot. You write once a week, and you're consistent about that. And so when I talk to a lot of people my age...
Once a week, though, right? Once a week.
Yeah, and so when I try to talk to people my age about, why don't you get into writing? The common thing is, well, I don't have anything to write about.
I always think that's kind of a lame excuse. I think everybody's got something that they can or should write about. But you have to search for it. Sometimes it doesn't come naturally. It could be a random thought, it could be something that you've read, it could be something that you've heard, something that you've witnessed. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So, like, for example, the Kim Kardashian thing.
Yeah.
That came to me because I thought, well, she's been using a lot of social media, and maybe she's brought it upon herself. Maybe she's partly to blame, not fully to blame, but maybe partly to blame. I've just written an article. It's not actually come out yet. It will be coming out next week. So I tend to write my stuff kind of slightly in advance.
Nice.
And then I'll tweak it at the weekends. And I've written an article about my dog, of all things.
Okay.
And you're probably, I can see the look on your face.
Go on.
Why is he going to be writing about his dog on LinkedIn? Well, just as I'm my dog had an operation 2 weeks ago. Gets even more random, you can see. He had an operation on his leg. And actually, what struck me was that firstly, he completely trusts me. So I have to change the dressings on this wound, and even though it was hurting him, and you could see it was causing him pain whilst he was in the dressing, he trusted me. He didn't try to bite me, and he still rolled over and he still let me change the bandage on his leg. That was one thing about trust. And the other thing was about determination. This wound must have been itching like hell. And I'm sure you've seen them, dogs when they had an operation wear these kind of big
cones,
plastic, cone things on their head. But you could see he was trying to bite, because that's the way he can scratch the stitches. And he couldn't get to it because of the cone. But I did notice a couple of days after he'd had the operation done that he'd actually popped one of his stitches. I couldn't figure out how it did it. It's like, how the heck has he managed to pop one of his stitches?
Yeah.
Well, I found out later on that evening, because he'd been determined to try and scratch the itch, and he couldn't do it with his left, he could only do it with his mouth. He'd figured out how to press his head against the side of the wall, bend the plastic, to then bend his head round to actually nibble on the side of his head so he could actually itch his scratch. And I just thought, yeah, there's a lot to be learned here. I've written about the 9 things that actually we can learn from dogs to enhance them. And one of them is about determination, and one of them is about trust. And you can read the other 7 when the article comes next week, Chris.
That's really nice. Well, so like that, for example, that's such a, I guess in the terms of LinkedIn standards, like that's so out there. But I feel like that article is immediately going to get shared so much and people are going to relate to it.
And again, that's kind of the point. I'm always looking for an angle. Something that, again, I like to try and make people smile, and there's plenty of people out there that I'm sure will empathise with it. No doubt I will get a lot of hate mail from the cat lovers out there, but at the end of the day, I don't really know because it would generate some kind of debate.
Yeah. So a couple more questions for you. So you work in advertising and marketing, and I feel like for people in that industry, writing on LinkedIn be important to be getting your name out there and showing content.
Yeah.
For, let's say, a college student or a young professional who's not doing anything that involves content creation, should they write on LinkedIn, or should they just make a profile and just leave it there?
My God, no. The first thing they should do, obviously, is get a profile. But they should start writing straight away. And look, my example that I would give you, and it's a great example. A young guy on LinkedIn called Tai Tran.
Yeah.
And he's a university alumni from Berkeley in California. Now this is a guy. I think now he's about 22, maybe 23 years old. But when he first started writing on LinkedIn, he was still a student. And a bit like myself, just was kind of trying and testing out things on the platform to see whether he could build an audience. What is this guy built an audience? So in his first year of writing on LinkedIn, he also became a top 10 writer on LinkedIn. The guy was still at that stage, kind of 19, 20 years old. On the back of that, that allowed him to get his dream job. So as part of his interview, he talked about the fact that he'd been a LinkedIn top 10 writer, and he actually got his first job at Apple.
That's
in
impressive.
California, which was the job of his dreams. God, it would be the job of my dreams as well. But he's actually gone even further. So he's continued to write on LinkedIn, but he's now writing for Forbes magazine as a regular contributor. He does TEDx presentations. He's done a couple of those now. He got promoted in his existing job, but then left for an even bigger job. He's head of content now at another big firm based in Los Angeles somewhere. And he's got more followers than I've got. I've got about 115,000 followers. Ty has got about 250,000.
Oh, wow.
So any young student ever says to me, oh, well, I've got nothing to write about, or nobody wants to hear what I've got to say, I've just got 2 words for you.
Yeah. So question. So in a way, since you're on LinkedIn actively, and you're talking about like Tai Tran having like all these followers and you having 100,000, do you think it's better just to start sending a bunch of connect requests out to people to build your following base, or to build it organically and just let people come to you?
Yeah. What's the expression? If you build it, they will come. If you start to write on a regular basis, and don't be put off by the fact that your first couple of articles probably won't get picked up. Ty's didn't either. Actually, if you look at his history, the first couple of articles he wrote were not that long, a couple of 100 views maybe. And again, he built it up over time until eventually he hit one that just went viral. But he wrote an article about Starbucks, I can't remember the subject matter now specifically, but it was an advertising campaign that they'd done in North America that didn't go down particularly well. It was a series of beats, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But anyway, it really hit the zeitgeist. It was perfect timing. It was a story that people wanted to read about. It really appealed to young people, and it was also written in a style as well that I think younger people really appreciated. That thing flew. I think it did something like 400,000 views in the space of a week.
Wow, that's cool.
And then on the back of that, you grow more followers, you grow more connections, and again, you start to build a base. And I started with, when I first started on LinkedIn and first started writing, I had about 4,000 followers. After a year of writing and even getting the top 10 writer accolade, it was still only at about 10,000.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this year, 2017, after almost 2 years of writing, it was about 20,000. And all of a sudden, I wrote a couple of articles at the beginning of the year, and pow, it just went. And I was adding about 5,000 followers a week.
Wow, that's fast. Yeah.
But you have to persevere. Never give up. Like with anything, if it's worth it, you'll continue. And you kind of have to set yourself a target. So my target was always, I will write one article a week, every single week. So it'll be 52 articles a year. I don't care whether I'm on vacation. I don't care whether it's Christmas or Easter or Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm going to write an article. And I've stuck to that, Chris. And that, I think, has actually worked out really well for me. It's worked out because, again, your followers like the consistency. They like the fact that in that intro, probably on a Monday or a Tuesday, where I tend to publish, because I tend to finish my articles over the weekend, they know that they're going to get another updated story from Steve Blakeman. And you know what? They might just like it. They've started to get used to my style now. So more often than not, they'll read.
Yeah. How busy is your schedule? Is that just like a constant, like, is it always busy?
Yeah, always busy. But we all are. Yeah, no matter what we're doing, we're always busy. And I think that's the thing with writing. You don't have to find the time. If you try and find the time, you'll never do it. It's like trying to find the time to go to the gym or find the time to do. No, make the time.
Yeah.
If you make the time, other things will fall in around it. I find opportunities everywhere. I tend to do a lot of business travel. So downtime at airports, in the back of a taxi. I'll use my smartphone to make a couple of notes. I'll do some research and I'll email myself an article that I need to read because I want to research what I'm writing about.
Yeah.
I'll write on the back of a toothpaste packet. So I'm constantly writing things down. And at any one time, I've probably got about 5 or 6 articles on the go. Because there'll just be random thoughts that I'll write down and I'll start the article and then I'll stop because maybe I haven't got enough information or I haven't got enough inspiration, and they're my sleepers, and I'll go back to them and I'll rewrite them and I'll maybe come up with a different angle, and oftentimes those are some of the most popular ones that I write because I've really given them some thought.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Steve, let's go and wrap this up. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate that, so much.
No problem, Chris. It was good to talk to you.
Yeah, for everyone that was listening, you could buy Steve's book on Amazon, correct? And it's gonna it's gonna be How to Be a Top 10 Writer on LinkedIn, and I'll put the link in the description below and help link you guys up. All right, Steve, thank you so much.
Cheers, Chris.